Welcome back to Crypto Warehouse. My name is Mike, and today we are going to take a look at the news that Binance is delisting Monero. As well as that, we're going to take a look at privacy coins in general and what the future holds for them and what the future holds for Monero and Zcash. Before we do any of that, can we please ask you to like and subscribe to Crypto Warehouse? So this morning, February the 6th, Binance announced it will be delisting the following tokens on February the 20th, 2024. And one of those coins is Monero. And if we take a step back and go back about 4 weeks, we will find many articles across the internet highlighting the fact that Monero and Zcash's liquidity will be drying up as more and more centralized exchanges delist these privacy coins. Not only are they being delisted on Binance, but OKX and other centralized exchanges have started to remove these tokens from their listings. According to Binance, tokens with the monitoring tag are at risk of no longer meeting our listing criteria and being delisted from the platform. Reports on Reddit suggest that Binance's lending program has already gone ahead and removed XMR from the list of available assets. And by January, Zcash had fallen 19% and Monero had come down 3%. But before we deep dive into the reason for the delistings, let's just refresh our memories on what the top privacy coins are. Now, coinranking.com have provided us with a beautifully formatted list of the top privacy coins. As you can see, Monero is the number one with a market cap of 2.29 billion. As of today, it is down 24%. Zcash is in there. Dash, Decred and Digibyte make up the top 5 privacy coins in the market, with a total cap between them of around about $3 billion. Monero is down to $125 today, but don't forget it's had 2 spikes up to $500 in its history, one in 2017 and one in 2021. I, for one, think that we are never going to see $500 again, and I think we need to consider whether there is a future for privacy coins. And the reason for this is very simple. It's not the exchanges that want to remove these tokens. This is coming from a political point of view. It's not down to Binance and OKX whether they want to list Monero and Zcash. This is pressures from the country. Big countries as well, France, Italy, Spain, Poland, have all asked for these coins to be banned in their countries. So these exchanges, and I've read an awful lot on X about how this is a signal that Binance is fading in its dominance, how OKX is bowing to political pressure. You have to remember one thing. These exchanges want to work within the regulations in the countries. Whether it be France, the UK or America, they have to abide by the laws. If Monero and Zcash and Dash are banned in France, they cannot list those tokens. At some point, it becomes more effort than reward for Binance and OKX and others to list these tokens, and it gets to the point where they just simply remove them from those exchanges. It's a political pressure. It isn't a sign of Binance losing its dominance or a sign of OKX bound to political pressure. It's just reality. Now, the question to ask yourself is, where is this political pressure coming from? It is, of course, coming from countries. But what do all of these countries have in common? They all attend events held by the World Economic Forum. The World Economic Forum is pushing for WorldCoin. WorldCoin has partnered up with the World Economic Forum and is creating a very large online database of people's digital signatures. This is the kind of world that the World Economic Forum want. They want a world where everybody has a presence, everybody has a digital ID. The one thing they don't want is they don't want privacy. Privacy, the ability to hide your funds, hide your information, is not something that the World Economic Forum wants to head towards. We look at CBDCs. CBDCs will allow them to track every penny or cent in your pocket. They do not want you to be able to hold tokens in crypto that is a threat to that level of information they want access to. As we can see here, Richard Teng is part of the World Economic Forum. He's also now the CEO of Binance. It could be a coincidence, it might not be. What then is the future of Monero? I think the future looks bleak for all privacy coins. I obviously understand the need for Monero. I understand why people want Monero, want their own self-custody, want to look after their own keys. I understand all of this. But in this information-laden generation where governments want to see and control everything, there is no place for privacy coins. Even if you hold your wealth in Monero and you want to bring the cash down to your local bank account, they're going to know where those funds have come from. They're going to know source of funds. So Monero, for me, Zcash, Dash, they're on borrowed time. They will never disappear completely, but as a mainstream cryptocurrency, I think their days are numbered. Now, there are other things that privacy coins can be used for that I don't want to mention on this video, and I think that if you combine Monero with Turbo Cash, I don't think we can live in a future whereby they can coexist alongside regulated exchanges. So as far as I'm concerned, if you want to trade in Monero, if you want to hold funds in Monero, you're going to have to switch from centralized exchanges to decentralized exchanges. You're going to have to switch from using your wallets within exchanges or wallets associated with exchanges to your own wallets, whether that be MetaMask, Phantom, whatever it might be. I don't think you're going to be able to use these tokens in the way that you want to use these tokens. In terms of price action then, I cannot see Monero getting back to $500. I cannot see them staying on centralized exchanges. I cannot see the liquidity staying within Monero, and it's going to push it further and further down in terms of its market cap, in terms of its revenue generation, in terms of its usage. So for me, Monero will become a niche token. Zcash and Dash will both become niche tokens that are going to be used by fewer and fewer people moving forward and moving towards adoption. Now, I am not saying that's right or wrong. I am just presenting you with what appears to be the facts. They're being delisted by centralized exchanges. They are no longer allowed in certain countries, major countries within Europe and America. They will only be available to a small number of people on decentralized exchanges. And even then, they may be chased by governments. So, in my opinion, don't hold Monero, don't buy Monero, don't buy into privacy tokens, because they're simply going to go down in value over time as more and more countries ban them. Thanks for watching this video. I've made this video about privacy tokens because currently Solana is down, and my video about Meteora cannot be made because there's no blockchain for it to operate on. So I have been Mike, you have been great. Until the next video, goodbye.